Welcome everybody, this is Andrew and this is the 1-year review of the EG4 3000. This inverter has treated me very well from the beginning, and here are some of the pros and the cons. One of which is the Wi-Fi. If you're wanting to hook Wi-Fi up, this is not the inverter for you. More people than not have major issues even trying to get it set up. It's not worth your time, and just don't worry about it at the moment. Software may be upgraded at any time, but not today. As for the inverter itself, it has caused zero issues, had zero malfunctions. It's trucked along very well. It is supplying all the 110 volt to my household. There is a few things left off of it that I did not put into the transfer switch, only because it's a 6-position transfer switch at 50 amp. Now, if you want to see more on the transfer switch, I do have another video on that. As for the pros and the cons, pro, it accepts 5,000 watt incoming from your solar panel. That's a big bonus. If you get something like the 6K, it's limited to 6,000 watt incoming. So if you have two EG4 3000s, you can have 10,000 watts and 240 volt. Just one EG4 3000, you're just going to get 110 volt out of it. That's all I needed at the beginning, and now I'm wanting to upgrade. But that's another story. That's just me. But as for upgrading, why would I upgrade? The only reason I would upgrade is to fill those batteries a little bit faster and a more load. If you're going to set up a big computer system, refrigerator, freezer, microwave, all the lights in your house, it may be a stretch. Mine is. It's a stretch whenever I have the studio computers going. Dual monitors, lighting, all of that. And whenever things like the refrigerator and freezer kick on, occasionally you'll get the light flicker. It's just a very brief dimming. And that's not exactly the nicest thing to have in your house, but for the price, the EHV 3000 EG4, worth every penny. Worth every penny. I have had, like I said, no issues with it, so that's a big plus. But the cons, let's see, another con, charging the batteries. If you want to charge your batteries, you actually have to put it on standby. So anything that it is running off solar, you're going to have to switch it to utility or go without while it's charging. It's not a huge ordeal. With a transfer switch like I've got, just simply switch over to grid and you're good to go. However, you're not running off solar, of course, but you're charging batteries off the utility, and no big deal. But it is kind of an issue, and it doesn't have an actual off switch. It's got the switch on the bottom is either standby or on, so you really don't have an off switch. If you do not have 120 volt coming from the grid going to it, the batteries are going to supply the voltage to it, and whenever you unplug them, yes, it'll shut off. Other than that, it's an always on situation, so definitely watch yourself around the power side. It does not seem to put out any power whenever it is on standby, but always consult your voltmeter, electrician, all the above. Don't risk anything. I'm not an electrician. I'm not going to say anything out of the ordinary that may cause trouble. Another con would be kind of varying to the light switch flickering. When I guess the con would be like earlier, the washer was running. Whenever it was running, there was so much load on it with the refrigerator and freezer going that the lights was doing kind of a flicker whenever it was doing a certain amount of load on that particular cycle. So like I said, lights will do that, a little bit of flickering. Once you get used to it, of course, it's not a big ordeal. And I do have high-end computer stuff running on it, and no problems. My computers are just fine. Nothing has burned out or anything like that. So we're doing good there. It does charge the batteries very well. What is incoming to it, I have 10 Silfab 380 watt panels. The very best that I have got so far is 2.72 kilowatt incoming. And if you was running 100% on those panels, it'd be 3,800 watt, right? So I don't know if that's from the wiring loss. It is 83 foot, I believe, 83. It's 82, 83, But at any rate, you should have somewhere around a 10 to 15% loss on number 10 wire at that distance. And I do have a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's the inverter or the panels, or they, not all panels are going to be perfect, and not every day is a perfect sunshiny day. But it, considering that it was putting out that exact amount during winter and that exact amount during the sunniest day of the summer, tells me that's pretty much the maximum that it's going to do. It does work very well though. Anytime the sun is up, I've got 3 EG4 LLV2 batteries, 48 volt, 100 amp. If it's down to, let's say 70% in the morning, because we've watched a lot of TV during the evening and stayed up till 9, 10 o'clock or whatever, and then getting up, the sun doesn't usually hit my panels until, depending upon the season, 9, 10 o'clock due to the trees. That's just my situation. Without having them further away, that was the only clear spot to the sun. So I get anywhere from 4 to 5, 6, sometimes 6 hours of sunshine in the summer on my panels that are good sunshine. And every time charged to 100% within a couple of hours, that's perfect for me. Cloudy days, panels do charge. Sometimes it's 100%. It all depends upon the sun, how much is coming through the clouds. There's been a lot of days that the clouds it's really surprised me, because it'll be charged up to 100% or near it, and you can't see the sun at all. So I am grateful for that. I don't have another con. That's how good it's been. I sat here and thought about it and thought I would write everything down. So basically we have the Wi-Fi that is non-functional in my mind, and then we have the flickering of lights a little bit whenever a big load kicks on, like whenever I start the microwave. It's a 1,000 watt microwave, and you've got the refrigerator going, or nothing at all. It doesn't dim the lights. It actually just makes a little bit of a flicker. So that is a big downside if you're really nitpicking where your power is coming from. However, the average person isn't really going to notice it, but whenever I do have people over, they do notice it. And they say, "Why are your lights flickering?" Is that something to do with your solar? And I say yes. It simply just does not have the insides that a $10,000 one will, compared to a $700 inverter. So either which way, 1 year later, the EG4 3000, I give it a big 5 out of 5 stars. That's really hard for me to do. I want to give it a 4 just for the Wi-Fi. Maybe a 4 for the flickering of lights. That's about it. Have a great day. And if you want to buy one of these, I do have a link in the description below. Yes, I am an affiliate, and it will help me out if you do click. Thank you for listening, and I do hope that if you buy the EG4 3000, you will be blessed like I was. Thank you.